Is she up?
I think so, but I'm not sure.
This.
You should
Yep,
probably figure out if it's up.
there we are.
We were waiting
It is
on
up.
you.
It is up.
Yep, I had to refresh.
Alright,
Well, this is awkward.
cool. Hey everyone, welcome back to another session of Sigil Storms. Last time, I think everyone's on the start screen. Everyone is on the start screen. Cool. I am mostly on top of things. Last time, the party progressed through the... Actually, let's see. Is there any housekeeping we need? Yes. First of all, housekeeping. Alto is, again, not here because school sucks. Good news is, from what I understand, he should be here next week. Bad news is, next week is going to be the last session until at least New Year's Day, if not the week after. Holidays be a bitch. What can I say?
Like anyone's gonna watch this on New Year's Day.
Eh, they might when they're getting over their hangovers.
Fine. Like anyone's gonna watch this on New Year's Day.
Well, nobody was going to watch on Christmas, which is why that wasn't going to be a thing. No one's going to be here on Christmas, which is why that was going to be a
Well,
thing.
I'll be in a coma at Christmas time with all the food.
Yeah, food coma.
Let's be honest, so if we did run on Christmas, everyone except for, like, Val would be murdered by their family.
No, Val would be murdered as well. That
I
would
would
be
get-
Christmas dinner he'd be missing.
I would get murdered super hard,
Yeah, that would be Christmas dinner he'd be missing.
and that's why New Year's Day is probably up in the air for me.
I'd probably be fine.
I would think New Year's Eve would be more up in the air than New Year's Day.
No, New Year's Day be up in the air for me.
All right then. Well, that's why it's an iffy thing. Now then, we get to the actual recap. So, last time the players had proceeded through the book desert thing to the south and came across a mysterious lighthouse. They met with the apparently keeper of the lighthouse inside, who offered them a seemingly broken compass to help them find their way. And when they left the lighthouse and looked back, they found that though it was in rather, I'm not going to say pristine, let's go with well-kept condition when they were inside there. Looking back, it looked like it had been abandoned for years, possibly decades or even centuries. The compass, as they've learned, as they met up with the supposed, I believe the party has inferred, hero of the book they are currently trapped in, or at least the one who the book does tell a decent bit about, Clytus Dunestrider. They met up with him again and discovered that the compass does indeed point in a specific direction, and as they traveled along, it was indeed pointing, as they found, in a specific direction, as I just repeated myself. This direction is the pyramid, which, based on them being told the compass will help lead them home, they have reasons to believe that, yeah, the home, they have like multiple reasons to believe that home is going to be through the pyramid now. They progressed through the actual ravine to get to the pyramid because they couldn't actually climb over the ravine like they climbed over so many other things, as there's some sort of magical dust storm above it just swirling around, and it would be effectively impossible for them to navigate through there alive, let alone at all. So they progressed through a ravine on the underside to get into there and had a bunch of fun as they ran into a bunch of rather undead known as Gray Thirsters, who exhausted a good portion of the party before they finally managed to deal with them. And moving further on, they ran into the funnest creature around, a giant trapdoor spider. As well as I don't remember I told you guys the name, but it was a flail snail, which, after killing all of them, the party decided to keep their hands on the very shiny shell by pushing it into the bag of holding. Traveled further on, basically reached the edge of the pyramid, all things good things there, and then harpies. Oh god, those harpies. That was not meant to be a hard encounter, guys.
So I leveled up. I leveled up before everyone else, right?
I think we all just slept through that encounter anyways, so...
Effectively, the only people that were awake were Shiki and Nomi, because everyone else was like, oh, I'm charmed. Oh, I got put to sleep. Oh, I'm charmed. It was a glorious cornucopia of failed saves. It has convinced me I need to put more wisdom saves in my dungeon.
I am still salty about this.
I need to put more wisdom saves in my dungeon. That's all I know.
I will kill you.
Well, what? Look, it's like, well, the problem is, Risuki, you aren't paying Roll20 enough money these days, so.
Well, evidently neither am I. I thought I was paying them plenty.
Nah, I
Yes.
outbidded them. I outbidded.
Oh, man.
Yes, since then, the party managed to make their way into the pyramid. They learned a bit of backstory about things going on as they asked Clytus regarding a few of these symbols they saw of primordial writing on the walls within the pyramid. And he gave them a bit of information, enough that some of the characters were able to make very specific jumps and conclusions. Though he didn't explain everything. Supposedly he doesn't know everything, but he hasn't just gone out and explained the world. He doesn't consider himself a living library. Since then, the party also found this strange tesseract room, which had a bunch of lightning shooting around into a little rod of some sorts, and when they took the rod, which they later discovered actually allows them to effectively cast Call Lightning, they were attacked by air elementals, and that is pretty much where the party ended. Now then, this is 1B, I believe. Yes, it is. You should be just a little bit below from where you were. You had just gotten your hands on the lightning rod and had just tested it to learn what it does, and I believe you handed it over to Jade. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, sure, why not?
While all of this is going down, everyone roll me a perception check.
Okay.
I still have disadvantage on checks.
Yep, you are still exhausted.
Oh,
Man.
this is going swimmingly.
Do you want to handle Ophelia, Jeebs, or...
Right, Philia. Sure.
Jeeves will handle her.
Yeah, because I got Nomi and Clytus up in addition to everything else,
I will
so...
handle her all night.
Jeeves has got quite the handful.
Alright, so as this is going on, Ophelia actually, for whatever reason, won't pick up on this, though... Let's start with this. Everyone will notice that the lightning in the room, the crackling of it, seems to die down a little bit. There is still lightning arcing around time to time, though instead of going to the center area, because the lightning orb is no longer there. Let me just delete that. No longer really going to the central area. They seem to be arcing from the tops of these obelisk tesseracts and just going back and forth versus down to the center area.
They're not going to me at all?
No.
Good.
Would you care to stick,
No.
would you care to stick your hand out a little bit more?
Jade just holds the lightning rod up in the air. Ha ha! Dies.
Well,
No,
guess
it
my-
seems to
guess
be...
it's mine now.
Yeah, it just seems to be going across the tesseracts. Nothing else really seems to be going on there. However, through the lowering of the sound of this crackling lightning, Philia can't quite pick up on it. However, the rest of you do hear voices in... At this point, you do recognize the language as primordial, as you've been hearing it relatively commonly around. And the voices appear to be coming from down below.
What are they saying?
Man, I'm
You
really
can't
glad
actually make out what is being said yet.
Can I roll
Because
perception to make it
you're
out?
not... Yeah, I know that door there. You can probably try another perception, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Damn.
I'm not even gonna try.
That natural one is a 13.
Yeah, Yasana is the only other one that could try because Philia can't hear anything, so...
Can't speak it anyway.
Thought I can't speak it, so why would I bother trying?
True, so yeah, there's no reason for her to try.
All right.
You do know the voices are coming from down below, and as you glance off in that direction, you do see that there appears to be an open doorway based on the way light is moving.
I just saw something duck behind a light source. Don't even know how I can see that light source. Alright. Oh, that's how. Okay. Cool. I shall head this way, I guess.
Guess we're
Yeah,
going
and
this
as
way.
you
That's
start to
fine.
head in this direction,
Oh,
you do see a number of figures, a pair of figures, and these figures, they're wearing, I gotta actually bring up the sheets to see what they're wearing so I can describe them to you because I am completely on top of things. Here they are. I have their own special folder for them and everything. It's like I prepared for them.
You hear Jade sharpening her knives. Finally, something I can kill.
Alright, so you see two figures right now, one of which is apparently wearing some sort of studded leather, it looks like, and he has a decently large shield. Other than that, he is carrying a long sword in his hand, which kind of gleams in a bit of the light that you can see. The other one that you can see, he is wearing full plate mail, and has a halberd, and the halberd seems to have the same gleam to it. Also, as one more bit of housekeeping, we had a bit of mistakes about how the, or at least misconceptions on my part and others, about the hood of the beast, which Jade has been using, and I was under the impression that she never actually raised it, as I didn't recall hearing it. So, effective now, Jade has it raised, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
And we'll pretty much always have it raised.
Yeah. And as these two figures are going out, they kind of glance off in the direction of the lightning, and they immediately see you coming, and they call out loudly. Anyone who can understand Primordial can understand this. Intruders. Roll initiatives.
Okay.
I was gonna say I have an answer to where I'm talking, even though I don't know what we're saying.
Go ahead, and if you have an answer, I'll give you a quick free action to say it beforehand.
Acid arrow.
That's not a say.
You're not going to have enough time for an acid arrow. I was going to give you a free action. All right, so Clytus is a... Are you still having issues with your initiative, by the way?
Testing it now.
Man, these are slow.
Well, not with that. I'll have to try.
Yep.
One of these days, I'm going to have to manually type that. I just haven't gotten around to it.
I think maybe we have to redo our sheet or copy our sheet or something like that.
Let me actually try copying her sheet, yes. So let me go to Yasana. I will duplicate your sheet.
Actually, my guess is that the initiative thing was overwritten accidentally. So we might have to redo the sheet.
How would you
so then Yasana... I'm going to unlink this sheet. I'm going to just flat out delete this sheet here. So give me a second. I'm going to flat out delete this sheet. I'm going to rename copy of Yasana to Yasana. And I'm going to, first of all, link... Let me get off that layer. Link Yasana to Yasana. Save. And I'm going to edit, remove the token.
Same issue.
Add token.
Hold up, let me see if I can't bypass this. I am going to add an attribute. Range.
That's a really weird issue.
Yep. Yeah, I think...
All right, well, there we'll go for now. I'll give you the 15.
Yep.
Come on. 15.
We'll probably have to figure it out off screen sometime.
Yeah, we'll figure that out off screen. We'll just have to remember. You can always use the initiative button on the sheet itself if your macro doesn't work. So that'll be good. So the first action... He gets to go first. All right, you just have your longsword and your shield. He is just going to take a step back, and he is going to he'll go to dodge. Okay, Jade is up.
All right. Now, you said that this area has a really tall ceiling in it?
The room you were in just here, yes. This hallway, it maybe goes up 20, 30 feet at most.
Would Call Lightning hit something in the hallway if I cast it here?
No.
Okay. Just wanted to see how you would...
Yeah, just going by the direction the arc would go, it'd basically have to go all the way down, then over and out. No, it'd be a straight direction.
Yep. So, drawing the crossbow, stepping forward, and shooting at the studded leather guy.
All right, so the guy in front. He does appear to be more impressive, and his shield does have an emblem on it as well, which you can see as you're getting closer. That will hit, by the way.
And
he will
I'll also be smart and forget to cast Hunter's Mark, which I will do right now.
Yep,
You dummy!
14 damage, because he is one of your preferred enemies.
Mm-hmm.
his attempt to dodge just wasn't quite good enough. But yeah, you can see as you get closer, he does have an emblem on the shield. The emblem appears to be a inverted triangle of sorts with 3 distinct marks along each of the long sides, not the points, the sides themselves.
Do I recognize it?
You don't recognize it at this distance. You're still probably a good distance away, and he's moving around pretty quickly.
Okay.
Philia is up.
Oh, yay, back to back. She is just going to probably charge in because she doesn't have any range.
Okay.
So let me just make sure she hasn't got anything ranged. Yeah. So, charging in. And
All right, and
rage.
as Philia runs in at this point as well, she'll be able to see that behind the other plate armor guy, the other knight, there is what looks to be a priestess.
And rage.
A non-human priestess, as the other 3 appear to be human.
Alright, so one thing we also did incorrectly is this AoE thing. The extra damage, the 5 damage, happens at the end of their turns, not the end of my turn.
Yes. All right, and that was a dash to get in?
Yep.
All
And
right.
rage.
Yep, into rage. All right. Yasana is up.
Alright, let me one look at it right quick. Just trying to figure something out. And my map stopped loading. What?
Can you put a green dot on my hunter's target?
Yeah, that would be the armor guy. Or
Uh,
the shield guy.
Shield. Started with her.
One moment, my the map somehow unloaded.
Oh my. By the way, Philia getting closer because she can see the other human between her and the priest appears to be armed the same as the other one, which has plate armor and a halberd. And again, all of their weapons seem to have this sheen to them.
Can you describe that sheen a little better now that Philia's in their face?
Now that Philia is right up in its face, you would say it looks almost like it's a same material that would be used in jewelry. It's a silvery sheen.
Okay. So these weapons are either silvered or mithril or something along those lines.
Yes, they are definitely special to some extent. To what extent that is, you don't know yet. And I'm going to say Philia doesn't outright know because of barbarian and such.
And rage.
And rage. So, how are things going, Risu? Do you have map back again?
Almost. Hatching dragons.
Cool.
Keep the map sometimes.
Yeah, this is the reason why I try to separate it into... Give me one moment. I just realized something that would be... Okay, those are actually on the... Let me make sure these are actually on the GM layer. Okay, good. Those are actually on the GM layer. I kind of don't want the party to see that. It would kind of ruin that entire room if the party could see that.
Oh
I'm just trying to scroll down now. A computer. You know what? It's just right.
I can tell you right now, it's a dash to get into combat range. Do you wish to do that?
The dash.
It's a dash to get into combat range because 30 feet will put you at the door.
How far from there would I be?
From the door, you're 25 feet.
Damn. Get up next to Philia.
So you want to dash?
Yeah. There
Alright.
I am.
Okay. I'll let you do
I
it.
can see now.
Yeah, because it's 35 feet to get next to Jade, it's 55 to get next to Philia.
You know what? What am I thinking? I have an easy answer just for this particular situation. Parallel level 2 spell, and would be well.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that'll allow you to get in there and to attack.
Yeah, it's a bonus action, so.
Mm-hmm.
So 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
35 feet.
Oh yeah, you have
And-
extra movement, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Okay. In which one are you going to attack? The one on top or the one on bottom?
The one on bottom.
Okay. Alright, so that attack, since you just did a normal attack, that attack will hit past his plate mail, and he will take 18 slashing damage.
And there's your second attack.
Yep, that attack, however, will miss.
One of these days I'll crave it. That's actually say +2, but.
Yeah. After that, you can see the priestess behind her, which you do recognize at this point is Alamia, and I believe she will take damage from moving into the aura.
If she ends her turn, yes.
Yeah, or if she ends her turn. Oh yeah, when she ends her turn there. Yeah, so she's going to step in, going to cast a healing spell on the person you just wounded there. All right, and he is going to get back most of the damage he just took, and she's going to retreat back again.
Is that on plate mail dude or on stud?
That was on plate. That was on plate mail, dude.
All right.
So don't worry, I'll get her soon enough.
Yep. Next up are the knights' turns. So, this knight here is going to go first. He's going to step down here, and he is going to stab Yasana. They can see that Philia is in a rage, and they kind of recognize this cold... I'm not going to say they recognize the cold aura around her, but they do seem to recognize more or less what it's doing, and that they don't really want to be next to it. Here's the sheet. Here's the sheet. This guy is going to step forward, and he is going to, with his halberd, try to poke past his buddy. First attack will miss horribly, and the second attack will hit for 8 slashing damage.
Do I shield it? No. Actually, yeah, I'll shield it.
That puts your AC up to what?
+5.
So 22?
Yeah.
He will still manage to... He sees you put up the little shield, and he manages to kind of skirt around it and still stab you in the shoulder. So you will still take the 8 slashing damage.
Damn.
And then he will retreat back a few steps. The other one will take this chance to swing at you as well with his halberd. And he will miss the first time, and he will miss horribly the second time. I don't feel bad because he would have missed Philia as well, and I got to set up Philia's... Why is Philia's armor AC, no AC fucked up?
Because she just did.
There we go.
Okay.
There we go. I fixed it now. And that'll also miss. Philia will get an attack of opportunity as he also steps back.
Cool. Yasana does too, right?
Yasana used her reaction on shield.
Oh, that's right. Yep. Philia misses, but she keeps her rage.
Yep, she misses, but she keeps her rage. Alright, next up is Shiki.
Yay! Had us about damn time. Coming to the room a bit. Ah, I can't see the priestess.
No, you can't.
Ah, that's a damn shame.
And the priestess, as you see her moving around and everything, appears to be is obviously a Lamia, though her scales are pure white, which is something you have actually encountered before. Yeah, that's right. Shay says white scales.
Damn. I guess I just have to shoot that poor man there.
Shoot him. With
Damn.
disadvantage because he's dodging.
You what?
He's dodging, so you would have disadvantage.
Oh, do I take the gamble? Oh.
Let me throw up a... Yeah, he's dodging. Man, Clytus and Nomi are like dead last.
So, Nomi, how are you liking our trip together so far?
It's... well, you're better conversationalist than the hat-wearing fellows. Yep. All right. What else is there in this? This encounter is going to be an amusing one.
For whom?
Most involved, to be honest. I could be a dick and I could have this priest do Spirit Guardian Sanctuary.
Okay, sorry about that one. I guessed. Alright, crap. It seems like just a jobber, though. It's not worth... I don't think it's going to be worth either using the... You know what, I'm going to take the gamble just shooting him. First
Okay.
time.
Okay.
Take the gamble, and fire.
All right. You will still hit him with that. And
Are you
he will
feeling-
take...
13?
Yep, he will take 13 damage.
Are you feeling how much the crabs? Fire again.
And he'll get hit by that one as well, and he'll take 14 damage. And he's still doing relatively well, all things considered.
Despite, like, big old dents in his arm.
Yeah, despite the dents in his arm and everything else, he seems to be doing rather well. Anything more?
No, that would be me for now.
Alright. Nomi is up. Nomi is going to... She's a wood elf, so she actually can move 35.
That's nice.
I don't think she has a lot of good things she can do right now in the position she's in currently, however. So I think, actually, there was one very distinct thing that she can do. What did I say this guy was wearing?
Studded leather.
Do the studs count?
Depends on your interpretation.
I'm going to say the studs won't count. So she is going to reach her hand out, and she is going to cast Heat Metal on his sword.
Shield.
All right. I'll do it on a shield. And he is going to take the damage regardless, which kind of sucks for him. And then he has to con save or drop it, and if he drops it, he has disadvantage on doesn't drop it, he has disadvantage on basically everything.
Mm-hmm.
So roll the con save. He doesn't have to drop it, though he has the choice to.
I think you have to roll the con save.
I rolled the con save and he
Okay.
passed it. So he doesn't have to drop it. He's not going to drop it.
Alright, cool. So he's disadvantaged now.
Yeah. Clytus is just going to run up behind, and then he's going to have to dash to actually get into any sort of range. As he's running up, it doesn't appear as though he recognizes this group to any extent, and neither does the group seem to recognize him. Next up is this guy's turn. This guy, he's still hanging onto his shield, kind of gritting his teeth, not looking like he's having the best of time right now. And he is going to attack... yeah, I think Thelia will be... He's going to attack Yasana twice with his longsword. The first attack will miss because of the heated shield. The second attack will miss because of the heated shield. And then he's going to turn with his shield and try to hit Thelia. And Thelia, he hits. Thelia is
shield?
going to... Thelia is going to take 8 bludgeoning damage.
So is that with the halved? 4?
That is before half, so it'd be
Oh.
4 she's going to take, and she needs to roll a strength save.
Oh dear.
I think that's a pass.
That is a pass, so he kind of, as he swings with his right hand trying to hit Yasan, he misses both times, and he brings his shield around, just backhands into Thelia. And though it hits her and it knocks her off balance a little bit, she manages to stay on her feet and not fall down. At this point, he takes a step back, proccing an attack of opportunity.
5 cold
Though I
damage
think
as well.
both of them. Yeah, so he's not actually going to proc any attack of opportunity because, well, there's nothing really to be procced at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've triggered everything. And Jade is up.
Alright, Jade is going to come over here and try to shoot the priestess.
Okay.
Question, can I move the hunter's mark if the guy is not dead?
He needs to be dead.
Alright, that's what I thought. So she's gonna shoot the priestess?
You don't have sharpshooter though, correct?
Correct.
So have cover, that'll miss regardless.
And that was 30 feet. So she's just gonna step forward and switch her weapons to her swords.
You have a quick draw, or is it going to be like switching one and grab the second?
She can stow and grab 2 items. So she's
Okay,
gonna
so
first.
she has dual wield. She has a dual wield fee. Okay.
Yep. So she's gonna first grab the Dragon Slayer sword, and then she'll grab the other one on her next turn.
Yep. Felia is up.
Gonna step forward.